Good day, good evening, good morning, everyone. Terilee Harrison from Team Referral Network for Virtual Chapters with another episode of Team Talk Live. And today I have a younger guest than normal, and I love it that he's younger. I would love so much if we had many talented younger people come be part of Team Referral Network Virtual Chapters. Today, I'm going to introduce you to Benjamin Gow, and he is with Front Room Studios. So Benjamin, welcome.
Thank you so very much for having me. What a way to kick off a week to be here with you, Terilee. Thank you.
Oh, no, it's my delight to kick off my week with you, my friend. Oh, my goodness. I would love to introduce you all more formally to Benjamin, and then we're going to today be discussing, are you ready? Because I hope you're ready, everybody. We're going to be talking about 3 top tips. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm good. 3 top tips to help business owners to step up your production game and allow your expertise to shine bright and reach across the world. It's all possible with the right tech, a flip in your mindset, and your imagination. So let's get to know Benjamin more. So Benjamin helps solopreneurs, personal brands, and speakers to turn their home monitor into their channel, platform, podcast, or TV show to the world. Combining his experience in international public speaking and national radio tours, event management, and streaming technology, Ben helps you to stand out, be recognized, and make extraordinary connection that you deserve. That's what Front Room Studios is all about. I bet people now are just already ready to chat with you, right?
Well, what an introduction. Thank you so very much.
No, my pleasure. So tell me, before we get into these tips, how in the world did you get to be doing what you're doing right now?
Wow, it's kind of a combination that, as we all find ourselves in, it's not one thing that we can nail down to. It's kind of a combination of different things. And I was very lucky enough to be able to go abroad and follow one of my dreams to go and work in the humanitarian front, where I worked with refugees in both Greece and in Turkey. And in order to raise funds and raise awareness for that, I did international speaking tours here in the UK, and then also in Norway, and then one in France as well, where I kind of got to understand like the power of the stage and like that ability to connect with people and that stepping up and just being in a conversation. And so now that we've kind of hit COVID and we're in post, middle of it, restarting again kind of COVID, we've lost our stages. But they've kind of been reborn and redesigned into what we have now. This is our stage. This is the stage of the 21st century. And so why not make it a production? And that's where I feel I like to fit into, is to making it worthwhile. And so that your expertise and your little zone of genius really shine like they deserve.
What an interesting experience you had, and how wonderful it is that you found something that you love to do right now where you're able to share your gifts and talents. Truly, for most of us, we're here at the computer all the time, and this is our work, and this is our gateway to the world, if you will, right? Mm-hmm. I used to tell people, shift what you think is a speaking gig. It's not necessarily like going to a chicken dinner meeting. You can reach the masses here in your home, in your office, from your computer. So why not level up that experience for the people who are watching you, for your audience, and just really shine. So, okay, I don't know about the audience, but I personally am so ready. I'm so ready for us to do these tips. So tip number 1, I'm going to invite you to tell us more. So tip number 1, do not be limited by what you think you need to reach the level of production you want. You can achieve so much with what we already have at home with a few tweaks and additions. Okay, tell us more.
But that is really, in essence, what this whole thing is about, because we have these 2 kind of levels of understanding. We have this one here, where it's or like in a Zoom call and a Zoom meeting, where we're used to having our laptops open and the camera on, and that's fine. And then we have the other end of it of broadcasting, which is like TV productions, and we need you need cameramen, you need sound men, you need someone sitting in the back making sure all the screens are right, and there's only those 2 levels. When in actual fact, it really doesn't take much in order to step that up. There's the little tiny changes and a little few tweaks and a few little bits of software, and we can get you to be world ready and world-class broadcasting just from home. And we can get you to that step just with a few little changes.
Wow. Can y'all believe that? Can y'all believe that? That's awesome. Okay, so tip number 2, I love this one. Look directly into the camera and to be more connected with the people we're talking to and sharing with. Good audio also goes a long way. So tell us more.
This is kind of like a little bit of a follow-on from the last one. This is like my quick fix little tip, and I love to share this one because it actually makes such a huge difference. And that is looking directly into the camera, because we're used to looking at the person we're talking to on the screen, and they get a nice big view of our forehead, and that's really nice. We've moisturized and we've made sure all our wrinkles are out, and that's fine, but that's okay. But it makes such a huge difference because then we're talking to people. It's like that human interaction again, and they feel like they're communicating even in our disconnected world. And the audio as well. There was a study that was people will sit through bad video, and that's fine, but they'll turn off after 3 minutes of bad audio. So having really good audio just makes a huge difference. And it just takes having a little microphone or just making sure that the room you're in doesn't echo and isn't tinny. But those two things are, like, as I was saying, the small little changes that we can make just to step that up to be really, really awesome.
Okay, that's really good. That's really good. So number 3, give yourself your own zone of genius where you're clear from all other distractions so that you can give your expertise the space it needs to flourish. Oh, that's so important. Tell us more.
This one I really like. I really like the idea of zone of genius because you've done all of the hard work. You've done, the decades of learning your craft and getting it really right down to what, and playing your personality into it and your values and your belief into your learning. And then you don't give yourself the space to be able for that to play out and for that to flourish and for that to grow. And so just to giving yourself, even if it's just a corner of the house or, a room with a door closed, or a background that shows off maybe some of the diplomas if you've got them, or some of the knowledge you've gained from it, just to give yourself that space where it's like, this is me and this is everything I stand for, and this is where I'm going to be brilliant, and this is where I can shine the best. So give yourself that zone of genius just to shine the brightest.
I love how you shifted to describe it. For me, when all this hit, I was blessed and I'm grateful and appreciative to have my own study here at home, that I could shut the door. My space, you normally see me in that space. Everyone, you're probably like, where is she? I was on a larger summit last night and wanted to be closer to my router for Wi-Fi purposes, right? So I'm out of my space right now. But having your space is so important, and taking it and leveling it up to be the place where you're going to be presenting from with a higher level of production just makes all the more sense. So it might mean we're going to make over our space a little bit, depending, right? But so important. So important.
And sometimes it can be just as simple as just, turning at a right angle so that your window shines into your face. You get that nice natural light. It can be tiny little changes like that. It doesn't need to be a full home makeover. That's, again, there are very little boundaries to getting to that stage. It's being aware of them and getting the chance to really sit down and think about them.
Well, all the business owners that I know, we have a big impact we want to make on the world. Yeah. And I know that we want to look good doing it. We want to be professional as we can be, especially from home right now. So I bet they are so glad to be connected with you. Do you think it would be a really good idea if we were to take the recent recording I did of Melanie at your VT meeting where she's showing a sample, Let's put that link in the comments below so people can say, well, what are they talking about? I'm not sure what they mean. We're going to put this link in the comments below, and then that way y'all can click really quick and you can see what we're talking about and what a big difference that it makes. And then just want to invite you, Ben, if people want to chat with you, please tell us a little bit more. Do you offer up time with you? To get to know you better? Tell us how that works.
So, of course, we all have our different structures of how we work and how it works. And, I've had the chance to talk about kind of the principles behind it. But of course, there's an actual practice to it. And different people work in different ways. And so I'm fit to work with you. Some people like to have just a one-on-one session with me to learn how the software works so that I can sit them through and work out their physical space with them. And that's enough for them. But also a lot of people come to me and go, this is really awesome. I really like this. I actually don't care how it works. Can you just do it for me? And
Yeah.
that's fine, because it's in the same way that if you were, doing your taxes and you don't know, you don't know how to do them, you don't, sort of make it up. You get someone else to do it because that's where their genius is, and your genius is somewhere else. And so that works also. That I can just come on and run the tech for you while in the background, so that you can really shine, and we can do your streaming and recording and your webinars and your teachings how they fit for you. And so really it is all down to you and getting you and fitting you into that space.
And so you can be our production team from the UK when we're anywhere?
Absolutely.
Wow. Okay,
With the
guys.
wonders of technology, we can do it
Wow.
from anywhere. There's technology that allows me to remote in and do it with you and walk you through it and show you how it works.
Oh, who loves this? Raise your hand.
Really, I'm raising two.
I know. No, I bet you do. I bet you do. How amazing to have work that you love like this. And it's not about your age, but yeah, it is, because there are many young people who don't have any clue what they want to do, and it's amazing that you're able to do this. So I am just ecstatic to have you in the network, ecstatic to have you in my life, and ready for our conversation. So Ben, thank you so much for your time. And everybody, please connect with him. I'm going to be making sure that Ben knows some of our larger events to come to meet a larger group of people. So be looking for him on screen. That's putting him on the spot, but I bet he's very coachable. I think you're going to find him. I think he'll be there and be saying, "Oh yeah, that's Ben, and I wanted to talk to him." So Ben, you have a great start to your week. Everyone else as well, and we will see you all next at Teen Talk Live.
Thank you very much.